I'm a boss babe, had my college degree, always been, taking care of myself. Don't want to promote myself at all because this is your platform, but I'm using TikTok as therapy to kind of get my pink back, as they say.
Stop it. Get some help.
But right now I am really, I guess, in the mindset. I probably shouldn't be in this mindset of trying to date, but I don't know how else to get out of my mind of not trying to, go back to that person that clearly doesn't care about me or our child.
Get a job. Get busy. What are your hobbies? What do you mean you don't know how to not go back so you're on TikTok for therapy? Is this what my tax dollars was going to? God damn. Whew, this is a doozy of a video. You looking at the title, right? You looking at the thumbnail, right? Homeless single mom calls in a dating show looking for love. This content comes by way of the immensely talented Ashley Dalton, who took in a caller that seems oblivious to the ridiculousness of her situation. So we must go over it without further ado.
You go somewhere where the music isn't playing.
Actually, can't go somewhere else. That's my whole situation. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But good afternoon, Ashley.
Hi.
Thank you so
Welcome
much for taking
in.
my call.
Yes. And let me ask you this first. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Absolutely. I do.
All right. What brings you up?
Okay, so my situation is a little.
A little?
My heart just started beating really fast.
It's
I'm
more
a
than a
homeless,
little.
first-time single mom. I am 32 years old. I waited about 10 years to have my first child. Didn't think I would ever have one. So it was a blessing, but I feel like it's been draining at the same time. I don't want to call it a curse because now I'm just going through a bunch of trials and tribulations that I never, no one ever prepared me for. I prepared myself to never get into this situation, but never say never. I'm a boss babe, had my college degree, always been, taking care of myself.
You got to think about the degree of delusion to be a single mother that is homeless that also refers to herself as a boss babe. You cannot make this shit up. College-educated boss babe living in homeless shelter. Winter done already came. Let's listen.
I'm a boss babe, had my college degree, always been, taking care of myself. But once I reached my 30s, I kind of gave up on love. I had high standards, but I also gave a lot of people chances. One person, of course, caught me in particular. He already had a child before me. So that was probably a red flag. But, at that point, I was just like, I didn't care. I just want love. So I got trapped into that situation. And now I'm a single mom and I am homeless.
Trapped. These are the types of young ladies who show up to their dates in their wedding dresses, right? Proverbially speaking. But usually within the first 15 minutes, somehow marriage comes up. But let's continue to listen.
Into that situation. And now I'm a single mom and I am homeless. I'm getting my stuff back together, though, one day at a time.
And when you say homeless, Nicole, I'm assuming, but you're in a shelter or something?
Absolutely.
Right now?
I'm in a shelter.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yes. So I am getting my stuff back together one day at a time. I am now on, don't want to promote myself at all because this is your platform, but I'm using TikTok as therapy to kind of get my pink back, as they say.
Okay.
Stop it. Get some help.
But right now I am really, I guess, in the mindset. I probably shouldn't be in this mindset of trying to date, but I don't know how else to get out of my mind of not trying to, go back to that person that clearly doesn't care about me or our child.
Get a job. Get busy. What are your hobbies? What do you mean you don't know how to not go back so you're on TikTok for therapy? Go get a job. Is this what my tax dollars was going to? God damn.
Our child, you know what I mean? So I guess I'm looking for advice in terms of anyone that's a first-time mom or a single mom that's just ready to really get back out there and date.
You should.
But I think before we even date, I would want you to get your priorities together.
Thank you,
That's what I
Ashley.
want you to get together. I want everything to be in order, like basic things. Like you said, right now, you're in a shelter, so that's a transitional home for you. You know, and I'm sure they're going to put you in your first home, which is good,
Yes.
So once you get into your home, you get grounded, you start making a little bit of income. I'm sure they'll help you with a job. Then we could think about dating and things like that. But right now, it should just be the focus should be you and baby, which I'm sure it has been.
Yes.
That can be a lot because it's like, okay, what about me? I get that. Like, you were a woman before you had your baby, and maybe that's what you're also feeling. Like, man, everything has changed.
Yes.
Shout out to Ashley. Ashley, Your degree of professionalism, poise within these ridiculous-ass conversations is truly admirable. But she's 1,000% correct. It's crazy to me that you're prioritizing dating while in a homeless shelter with a child. Your child did not ask to be brought into this world under such odd circumstances with no father and temporary housing. Meanwhile, as a boss babe, you're still trying to figure out how to date. Well, if you're college educated, boss babe, you should go get a job to get both of you out of this situation. Dating should be dead last on your priority list. But let's also talk about how this boss bee mentality is just a fake facade. It's a branding that they'll utilize in order to adhere to their ego. Meanwhile, doesn't represent any component of their lives. They'll call themselves boss babes, and because they have a college degree, they'll say that they'll have high standards, yet ignore all of the red flags in a man which would have told them why they were about to become a single mother. Or they will make ridiculous decision after ridiculous decision that could have them end up homeless. And for all my G's out there, some of y'all have this goddamn savior complex. We are supposed to be protectors, but we only protect the right women, the ones that take accountability.
And are you also creating income? Because I know even there's a girl, she went viral on here. Her name is Khalees, and she was in a shelter temporarily. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that content creator.
I am not. I've only been on the platform for almost a month now. No, actually a little bit over a month now. I've created great traction with my content because I'm just being my authentic self. Okay. But that's not really my goal, right? So in terms of, priorities, you are right. I wouldn't come on here if I didn't have my priorities set, number one. So I am in the process of actually getting out of here. We did get approved for our first apartment. It was through New York City Lottery because I am in New York too. So I'm super excited about that. And I used to be a property manager, so it's kind of crazy how I couldn't even help myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and let me also say this, Nicola. When I say get your priorities together, that's not me coming for you. It's the only reason I said that, and I'm not aware of what you have going on, right? The only reason I said that is because you said you were talking about dating. So that's why I mentioned it. I said, maybe when you get in your first apartment first, right? You get settled in, you have some sort of income coming in, then you should consider, okay, maybe I'll start dating it. Again, that's what I mean by getting your priorities straight. Just so I'm not coming for you or anything like that. I just wanted to say that.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I definitely didn't get that energy from you. But of course, because I wouldn't join the live if I felt like someone was going to, attack me in that way. Because I'm already vulnerable. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't put myself in that situation again.
Meanwhile, let's just switch genders for a quick second. If a guy was calling in, prioritizing dating while in a damn homeless shelter, do you guys know how quickly that man would be laughed off of the internet? And I'm not talking about on Ashley's platform, but generally. You know how quickly he would get called a dusty, that he is delusional, irrational, absurd, needs to go get his damn life together, and that man wouldn't be handled with kid gloves. And nothing that she's talked about, at least thus far, gives us information as to why she's homeless. College educated, had a job at least as a property manager. Sounds like she just makes bad decisions, whether or not that's being over leveraged, buying things that she shouldn't be buying, unable to appropriately budget or prioritized a man living off of his situation versus truly having stability. But hey, maybe her getting another man is her come up.
I guess, I guess what you're saying is just that I feel like I've been so closed off because before my baby, he arrived out of nowhere. So I was already so closed off and now just been stuck in this same time. I feel like
baby's
so
by another guy?
The past 2 years, really. A year of pregnancy, then my son just turned 1. So I really haven't done I haven't gone out. I haven't done anything. 2 years, it feels weird. So it's like I'm itching to get back out there. You know what I mean? While I'm just looking for a good distraction, I guess what I'm saying. While things are moving, because right now my baby father is like slowly creeping back in.
Oh, no.
It's giving me like heart pain.
Why can't you just say no? If it's not about the baby, why can't you say no?
She makes bad decisions.
I'm not here to be, I don't want a romantic connection, but if it is about our son, then yes, we can talk. But outside of that, it's a no.
Oh my goodness.
Because he doesn't see it that way. And he's very controlling and manipulative.
Here we go.
And that's just how it's been. I just got, the raw end of the stick when it came to him and his child. So
get yourself together first.
Which is, I guess,
about his family. Is his family helping? His mother, his grandmother's the aunt?
No, they're not involved. I think because the same situation happened with his first baby mother. And then I came along literally 5 years later and they're like, oh, the same thing is happening again. I think they basically gave up because he's a grown man. He's 2 years younger than me, but he's a grown man. that's already had a child, that already has another baby mother. And, you know, so I think they just gave up on him. And they see it as, if you're not going to, you know, push forward and take care of your child, then we're not going to step in, because they already did that the first time, unfortunately. So.
Okay, so it sounds like he needs time too. It just sounds like a situation. If you try to bring him in for the child, it's going to cause argument because he wants to be intimate with you. Yes. He wants to stay over. So maybe he needs a little time out. That's what I'm feeling. If it gets to a point where you feel like you can't even be in the same space because he makes it violent or aggressive, then that's not someone you need to be around with, especially with your child.
Thing, Ashley. I've already broke the no contact rule, because I went no contact with him, because it was the other way around. I couldn't be in the room with him without getting violent. It got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore, because it's day in and day out. I am the one taking care of our baby, and all I hear is excuses.
She's abusive?
And when I call you, you're out partying, or you're doing something.
Oh,
you know
she's
what I mean?
crazy.
So it's like, this is all in my face, you know. And then we got into this situation 4 months ago, being homeless. And unfortunately, we ended up being homeless literally like 10 minutes away from him. And nothing has changed. So now it's like, it was easier dealing with this entire situation when I wasn't in the same borough as him. But now that I'm in the same borough as him, very close to him, it's very hard to ignore, you know, him and his actions. And I guess I came on here just like, maybe I'm too much in my head. I don't talk to, you know, friends and family about these stuff, because I'm weird. I'd rather talk to a stranger, because, you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
I feel like you guys...
Yeah, okay. Would rather talk to a stranger about her business, just readily admitting that she was physically abusive towards her ex, while never taking accountability for the entirety of the situation that she has placed herself in, utilizing TikTok for therapy. She is legit a crazy person, still looking for new love while also still entertaining the baby's father, saying that she's broken herself. The no contact rule. This is beyond baggage. This dips down into insanity, thrives off of toxicity. This is a train wreck.
You guys can judge, but, you know, I won't take it to heart. Family and friends, they hurt your feelings. Yeah, I do need a therapist. I've been seeking therapy. Yes, guys. I've been seeking therapy. I was in therapy before. I had to stop it because my baby was, you know, taking up a lot of my time, but that's why I'm doing content creating and all that stuff. I'm literally working on myself. I'm doing everything to be the best mom I can be, because my child didn't ask to be in this world to have two messed up parents. So he has to at least have one decent parent, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Absolutely. And let me say this. Are you getting out the house? Are you and the baby getting out the house looking up for you?
Every day, yes, for the baby, but, you know, daily walks, stuff like that to the park, nothing crazy.
Okay, that's good. Daily walks, going to the park, that's good. Can you also look up free events?
Yes.
In your borough or in like Harlem, you know, like sometimes they do block parties with the kids and jump rope and games. You need to be around that too.
Gotcha.
You know, so look up like a block party. I know they was doing one in Harlem today. They have free music, free food, all of the things. You need to get out there, because what I'm also feeling from you is that you spend a lot of time by yourself and not around a lot of people. Yes. And that can make you cause also mental health issues. Yes. Outside of, you know, so you need to get out and be around people. Yeah, I'm not talking about dating. I'm just saying people socializing, saying hello. Oh, you want some ice cream? Oh, come sit down, girl. You need that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You are right. I definitely do need that. And unfortunately, I'm a social butterfly, but I'm also, like you said, very secluded. So I have like 3 friends, and none of my 3 friends are close by. So yeah, I definitely need to go out. I just don't know how to maneuver this new life of literally dragging around a stroller, you know, and tons of bags.
No, but the reason why I mentioned the creator, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her, her name is Khalees, right? The girl is, I think, 21 years old. Mm-hmm. And I think initially she was kicked out of her parents' apartment, and she had to move into the shelter. And she would find free activities in New York City. She was getting millions of views.
Hey, sis, what's up? I'm in the shelter with my baby, and you know I gotta feed it, because if I don't, then who will? Like, what the? And y'all know I'm on a budget, and I only got $10, so come with us to the supermarket. Sisters, it's raining outside. It's nasty outside. Wait, Boogie said I was walking in the rain with my Timbs on, stepping over a puddle full of pain. It's a big storm, for real. Right, we got the noodles. These are $2. We're gonna get $4.50 meat today, so it could be a little bit more meat instead of the $4 one. Right now, we need the tomato sauce. This is $4. No, we gotta get the bread. I'm literally just trying, y'all. Tell me why the tomato sauce fell all in the bag, y'all. But guess what, y'all? The show is still on, y'all. We got another tomato sauce. But yes, before I dropped the sauce, I stayed under budget. My total was $8. We're back from the store. We had to travel in the rain, so we feel really icky and sticky. So I put our pajamas on the bed. We're gonna take a bath before I start. Okay, we're both fresh and clean. It's time to start cooking. Okay, we got the noodles in the pot, but they don't fit. Was I supposed to break it in half? Oh my God, y'all. Remind me next time not to fill my rim up to the top. My noodles is falling out the pot. Oh snap, y'all. I totally forgot. I got sausages in the fridge. I don't got no knives right now, but I feel like sausages definitely go inside spaghetti. Okay, sausages is done. Putting them on the side. Okay, now we're gonna drop our ground beef. Somebody gonna tell me I was supposed to wash the ground beef before I cook it. Is that true? So how do you eat your spaghetti? Do you eat it separately or do you mix it all up? I don't know, but I know I want to mix mine right on up. Now I'm gonna dump my tomato sauce in. We finished the tomato sauce, but we're not done just yet. We're gonna add some water inside the tomato sauce. Period, cool. That's on preserving, and we're gonna put our sausages in there. Okay, we got the toast for the spaghetti, but I don't have an oven, so we're gonna put it in the microwave.
I ain't gonna hold you.
The spaghetti is done. It looks so good.
It look good, yeah.
Oh, somebody likes Barney. This is how you get your baby tied. You gotta let them run around and play with toys. Yup.
I'm gonna have to look her up. You said Kels? What was her name, please?
Kelis.
No problem.
Listen, I understand, there's going to be certain people out there that are going to go through different trials and tribulations throughout their life. And I feel for those people, but I feel less for those people if they speak about continuing the cycle or continuing to make bad decisions that will keep them in that place, if not worse. And looking at content like this, I am reminded that broken people create broken relationships, always. If you are not mentally stable, if you cannot prioritize your life, if you're not financially stable, emotionally capable, then you have no business trying to bring another person into your chaos. And that goes for both men and women, especially if the thought is to bring a new person into this world. But all right, guys, I'm gonna leave this content down in the description box down below. They talk for a little bit more on this, as well as there's like 2 or 3 other conversations within the content as well. Very interesting pieces. Just when you thought that you've seen it all, then you see this. It's crazy how, even though I've been doing this for the amount of years that I have been, just new situations continue to come up day after day. It's actually insane. All right, though, guys, let me get up out of here. Let me know what you guys think about the content that we just went over. Leave a timestamp down below so I know which component of the content that you are directly speaking about. And last but not least, I will see you soon. Until next time, YouTube, peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.